right, you guys, again, welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. I am Jacob Letman, and this is part 3 of the question and answer series that talks about everything to do with the CARES Act and the expansion of unemployment insurance benefits for self-employed people. And there's a lot of questions surrounding that. You guys are doing a great job of getting down in the comment section, asking a lot of wonderful questions that are giving me things to go look for and research. Some of them I have answers to, some of them I don't, but I'm going to keep looking at things and keep updating. So keep watching for new information as things update. So anyway, let's get into part 3 here. These are your guys' questions that we're jumping into. Number 1, and we've had this information on different places, but we'll cover it again. What is the website to file for unemployment? So actually what you're filing for is Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, which is the federal program that went into law with the passing of the CARES Act, which is an expansion of unemployment insurance benefits. However, you're going to go to the same place you would to file for unemployment insurance benefits if you had a regular employee job, W-2 job. So you're going to Google search for your state's unemployment insurance website. It'll pop up. You're going to go there. It'll have information on where you need to go to file for self-employed personnel. Not all state websites are updated yet, so you're looking out for that information. You only need to file one application. So you'll file one application. If you qualify for that, then you will qualify for some state assistance as well as federal assistance. We answer more of those questions in depth in other videos. Okay. Number 2, some of you asked, what if I have several forms of income? That's okay. A lot of us probably do. I do. I fall into that category. I would say it probably falls into, well, if you worked a regular W-2 employee job and you did some driving part-time on the side and you got let go of your W-2 employee job, then when you file for unemployment, it'll be really simple. You just go that route with the W-2 information because they can easily access that information from the corporation that you work for, the business you work for. They can get your last date you worked, what you made, all that information. It's super simple and straightforward if you were a W-2 employee. Now, if you're a self-employed person, we don't know yet what information they're going to need for us to provide in order to see if we qualify and for how much money we qualify for. So anyway, let's say you're a self-employed person and you have several different self-employed jobs. You drive for Uber, you drive for Lyft, you drive for, I don't even know what else you do. You were a 1099 bouncer somewhere, and a lot of different things, right? I'm an actor, a golf instructor, I drive. So when you're filling out your application, you can put self-employed, and then it'll ask questions like, who was your last what was the last day you worked? Who was your employer? You can put self-employed, and I believe under business, it'll ask for occupation. And for that, I think that's the place where you can put in the different ways that you work. So you can put Uber, you can put rideshare driver, that covers Uber and Lyft. And any of your other jobs, you can kind of put / and put that information in there. And the reason why it's not super straightforward yet, but here's the deal. As long as you get your application in and there's nothing like your social security number isn't wrong, that would be a problem. They're going to send you information back and they're going to ask for what they need you to provide moving forward. So it doesn't have to be, don't stress out too much on the initial application. They're going to get in contact with you and let you know what information you need to provide. And that'll be your opportunity to provide like income, different jobs that you worked, so forth. Number 3, even though I'm still getting paid from one of my jobs, can I still file for unemployment insurance benefits because it's no longer safe to drive? Great question. And this is what I would say to that. If rideshare driving was a substantial part of your income, meaning it wasn't just here and there sporadically, supplemental. So I think, what is it? If you make under so much money, they don't send you a 1099 form. So I don't know what would be considered substantial part of your income. However, I will say this. If you've lost any part of your income, if driving was any part of your income, substantial, maybe like monthly income, I don't know. At any rate, forget that. If driving was any part of your income that you relied on to pay bills and whatnot, or if it was a substantial part that you feel was a substantial part that you're missing out on, then by all means, fill out the unemployment insurance benefits application to see if you qualify for your part-time work as a rideshare driver, because maybe you get covered a little bit, and if you qualify even a little bit, you're going to qualify for that federal $600 weekly check for 39 weeks. So yes, it can't hurt. That's my thought, basically. If it was a substantial part of your income, you lost it, I would file. It can't hurt. Number 4, do I have to stop driving if I'm receiving unemployment insurance benefits? Good question. Very good question. I don't really know what to say to that. Technically, well, I really don't know how what the checks and balances system is going to be for this. Because traditionally, unemployment insurance benefits, right? You're out of a job that you had, you lost of no fault of your own. Unemployment insurance kicks in for a while to help you out. It goes for 26 weeks in most states, and at the max. And if you do get a new job, then those benefits stop, right? Well, how are they going to be back-checking that with rideshare drivers or self-employed people to see if their work actually has started up again or hasn't? I don't know, but I do know this. I will just say this, that as part of the unemployment insurance expansion program, also that falls under that, is a stipulation with states. You are not required, if you're on unemployment insurance benefits, you are not required to actively be searching for a job. That is part of the deal with this. So you're not really forced into actively searching, and that is due to they don't really want people out there, right, looking for jobs, and they don't want people out there right now. They want people at home self-isolating. So I would say it's probably going to be a long time before driving really picks up like it was before again. So I don't even think the opportunity to make the same money with rideshare driving is going to be there for quite some time. But I mean, technically, the right thing to do would be to report that, yes, I am driving again, I am making substantial income again, and I no longer need the unemployment insurance benefits. But I don't know how they're going to back check that. So there's that. Okay, and number 5, if I'm still working the same hours in a different capacity and making the same money, should I still file for unemployment insurance benefits? Technically, I would say no. Again, a lot of gray areas here. But, right, so people have shifted over to start driving for DoorDash, Uber Eats, food delivery places, Instacart, or other forms of business. If you have a W-2 job now, you're an employee somewhere, then no, you're not going to be able to qualify for unemployment insurance. I don't believe, because they can check that and they will see that you're actually working. And if we have to prove that we have lost income due to what's going on right now, then I think you'll have a hard time proving that you're not making any income. But again, I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know what they're going to require from us. I don't know if they're going to go off of our previous taxes that we filed, 2019 or 2018, or I don't know if they're going to require us to send 1099 information or information from our Uber and Lyft platform showing how much money we've made. I have no idea yet. So this one's still kind of up in the air. But I would say if you're still making the same amount of money, still working the same hours, then awesome for you. That's great to be working and making money. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Hey, I want to finish this off with, I found this for you guys. This may help some people out there, but United Way has a community economic relief fund. And if you call, this is the number, 1-866-211-9966. If you give them a call, provide your zip code, they're going to help direct you to economic relief programs in your area if you need financial assistance right now. So whatever might be available, they will be the ones that they can direct you. So again, that number is 1-866-211-9966, and it's the United Way Community Economic Relief Fund, and they will help direct you to where you might need to go based on your unique situation to help you get some economic relief. All right, you guys, you're doing great with the questions. I'm going to keep doing the research, and we'll keep making more videos on this. If you have any specific questions, get at me in the comment section below. I'm Jacob Lettman. This is the Rideshare Hub, and until next time, stay safe out there, everyone.